right, so here's a second example with washers, and this time we're going to, you might have guessed, revolve over the y-axis. So we're going to take the region bounded by some given functions. We've got the square root function again. So there's our square root function, and then we have a line that has a y-intercept of -2, but we only want the part that's bounded by the line and also the x-axis. So it's going to be a region that looks like that, right? Because we want the x-axis to also be a bound. So there's our region, and this is the function y equals x minus 2. We are revolving over the y-axis. So that means, oh, this is going to be a tough one for me, but we got something like that. I don't know. And something like that. And I'm going to draw a representative washer. So we've got the outer disk, goes all the way. Notice that the x value goes all the way to the line, to the linear function. And we have a little delta y as our height of the cylinder. And there's the radius, which is horizontal, so it's an x value. Now we know already we're going to have to change our two functions to be functions of y so that we can solve. We will have to solve these for x. Since we're revolving over the y-axis and we're dealing with radii that are horizontal lengths, they're x values. And the inside one that we're going to have to take away looks something like that. Not the best drawing here, but we can see the radius falls on the square root function. So let's first take each function and solve for x, because we are going to need that for our radii, to everything to be in terms of y if we're revolving over the y-axis. By the way, that's all going to change when we do shells. But here for the first one, I'm going to square both sides to get y squared equals x. And for the second one, I'm going to add 2 to get y plus 2 equals x. And our volume, this problem, I'm just going to set up. I'm not going to solve because it's going to be another power rule type of problem. So we have pi integral. All right, we've got to figure out, we're going to start at 0. We are integrating, I'm going to do this in red, we're integrating upwards. So I need to figure out where do these two functions intersect, because I don't know what this is. I know we're going to start at 0. Let's write what we have so far. Outer radius falls on the line, which means that that will be y plus 2 squared. Take away inner radius falls on the square root function, which is a y squared squared, right? Outer radius, inner radius squared, and we have a dy. But what I do need to find is I need to figure out what that upper limit of integration is going to be when we're integrating upward. So we're going to set our two functions equal to each other. I'm going to go ahead and set the x's equal to each other since I want the y value. So this is y squared equals y plus 2. I'm going to subtract y and subtract 2, so I have a quadratic equation. And I think hopefully it's factorable. So we've got y equals 0. This is a 2 and a 1. Yes, and this is minus, this is plus. That gives us y equals -1. We don't want that because we are in the quadrants 1 and 2, right? We're above the x-axis, and y equals 2. So that guy is going to be our upper limit of integration. And so now we can change that question mark to a 2. And so again, I'm not going to solve this one only to save a little bit of time. The setup is important, and it's important to see why we're integrating with respect to y. We are revolving over the y-axis, and the thickness of each disk that we use for our washers is a delta y.